So it is with great pleasure that I introduce you to the original founder of the college way back in 1989, Mr. Kerry McAvoy.
Do what you love and you never have to work another day in your life. That was the best piece of advice I've ever received. And I was fortunate to receive it when I was only 17 years of age. I was finishing school, my last year of school, and there was all this pressure put on me, what are you going to do for the rest of your life? You know, the school counsellors and the teachers, and which is really interesting because I can barely name the days of the week, let alone what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. My father wanted me to become a computer programmer, when computers were the size of this room. My mum wanted me to become a doctor, but I had actually no interest in either. And my Uncle Alan said to me one day, do what you love, you never have to work another day in your life. And that to me made sense. So I thought, what do I love? And the only thing I loved was those times in between school. You know, little lunch, go and play football. Big lunch, go and play cricket. Afternoon tea, go and play handball. After school, go and play football, cricket, martial arts. It's almost like school was a little rest interval between my sports. So what I was passionate about was sport, and fitness and health. So that's what I have to do. I have to do fitness. That's my passion. So that's the path I chose. And to this day, I've been in this profession for 36 years. And in that time frame, I've been in business for 30 years and started 15 businesses. And to this day, I've not worked a single day, one single day in those 36 years. I feel blessed, however, that was my own choice at 17, taking some great advice and implementing it. I didn't know what I was doing. There was no opportunities back then. There were no big gyms. I worked in a little gym called Bob's Gym. But I knew that if I did what I love, I'll work out a way how to make a living out of it. And even though I didn't make much money, at least I'd be happy. Fortunate, I became happy and I made a lot of money. Why did I make a lot of money? Because I was doing what was in line with who I was. What I'm passionate about. When you're passionate about it and addicted to it, you study it and you grow it and you get better at it. And it's only natural you're going to be absolutely amazing at it. It's pretty hard to be amazing at something that you hate. You're better off being bad at what you love than good at what you hate. Wouldn't that be bad? Being great at what you hate. Oh my gosh. I hate it, I'm great at it. So you actually produce results, but you're never really happy. So today is to celebrate a group of people who've also made that decision. These people are here, and I know all of them, they were passionate about fitness. Not one of them, when I spoke to them initially, says, oh, I'm doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the security. I'm doing it because that's what's expected of me. I'm doing it because that's what my family does. All of them said, I want to do it because I'm passionate about it. And if you're passionate about what you do and you love to help people, you're always going to do great. So these people are already going to become successful. So because success is not a destination, it's a journey. It's who you are doing what you love. It means you're always happy, whether they're producing results or not. So congratulations, everyone give this. Today is a very interesting day because today is what we call Sparkle Day Sunday. Right? Other people call it Sunday. Oh, how boring is that? We call it Sparkle Day Sunday. And around about this time, people were starting to go, they're starting to get that little gut-wrenching feeling in their guts. Because tomorrow is Monday. And on Monday, you suffer from Mondayitis. Off to go and spend 5 days doing what you hate. You watch them on the motorway tomorrow morning. They'll be all, like sheep, or lining up, sitting in the traffic for hours, going off to do what they don't like to do, when they don't like to do it, where they don't want to do it, for who they don't even like. And they're going to spend 5 days doing that until they reach the thank God it's Friday. And they're living for the weekend.
what they're actually driving to, I see them, and I can't understand it. Because I've been fortunate, I've never been in that position. I've always done what I want to do, when I want to do it, for as long as I want to do it, with who I want to do it for. If it doesn't match one of them, I'm not doing it. Because this is my life. Why do I do what I don't want to do in my life? As long as I know I only got one shot. And it's short or long, whichever way you look at it. So they're getting in their cars and they're driving off to what I call jail. Driving off to Alcatraz. Because when you go to jail, you are where you don't want to be. You're doing what you don't want to do. You're doing it for people you don't even like, and you can't get out. You're trapped. And on the weekends, we like to call them strong ends, not weekends. The weekends is like parole. Friday, woo! We've got 2 days parole from jail. And they love long weekends. 3 days of parole. Oh, right. Yes, I might actually get, 4 days parole for a holiday. Then I go back to jail. And this is how most people, unfortunately, from my eyes, live their life. No wonder most people end up miserable. You watch them in the traffic. You see them driving to work doing this? And the bars in the jail that keeps them in jail are made of money. They're made of dollars. They're doing it for the money. And most of them end up poor, and they say, those rich people do it for the money. No, they don't. It's the poor people who do it for the money. Because if they stop paying your wage, would you go to work? You wouldn't. So who's doing it for the money? But people who do what they love make a lot of money, make a lot of happiness, and they keep doing it no matter what because they just love it. They're addicted to it. They don't retire. Retirement, that waiting room for heaven or hell, whatever it might be. So, if you choose to do what you love, why go and live in a jail when you can build your own palace? According to your rules, according to how you want to design it. You're an architect to your own life. And that's what these people, that's what I'm talking about, that's what these people are doing. They are building their own palace, their own business, their own careers. They're not doing it for the money, and don't get me wrong, there's plenty of money in the fitness profession. There's plenty of money in health, but they're not doing it for that. And that's why you can acquire as much happiness and wealth as you wish. Health, wealth, happiness, as much as you want, if you do what you love. Because when you do what you love, that's the thing that's going to get you through the tough times. Why don't people do what they love? Well, I've found in my experience, and I'm 53 now, and from my observation, there's two main reasons. Number one, lack of belief. You don't believe in yourself. And that's a big challenge in society today. So, my suggestion, there's two ways to approach this. Number one, find people who believe in you more than you believe in you. Until you build your own belief in you. So part of Rowie and I is, I look at these people and I see what they can't see. Because I've been where they haven't been. And in many ways, I believe in this group more than they believe themselves. Because I know what opportunities there are, I know what you can grow and what you can have. So I believe in it. And if they don't believe, then I have to believe in my belief. Like any great athlete or sports person, many times you're a great coach when you believe in your athlete or your sports person more than they believe in them. And that's what the athlete hangs on to. The other way to build your belief is look at the evidence of what other people are doing. There are many people in the world who are doing what you want to do, and they're less fortunate than you, they're ugly than you, they're shorter than you, they're fatter than you, they're less educated than you, less skillful than you, and they're doing it. So there's two ways to overcome that belief barrier. The other thing that stops people, unfortunately, achieving what they want to achieve is their circle of influence. You be the average of the people you hang out with most. If the average is low, you will lower yourself. If the average is high, you will raise yourself. You will run at a pace according to the group. So if you're going to be a fast runner, join our fast running group. Don't join a walking club. Because you will blend to what's around you. And many times, if you find that you're in the wrong group or people who try to sabotage your success, and I've had it all my life, even from my parents, and it wasn't their intention to stop me from doing what I love. The intention was to protect me, to put me into a box of security. Be a computer programmer, be a doctor, get a trade. It's a box, but that's not my box. That's someone else's box. And I might be successful in that box, but I'm going to be miserable in that box. Miserably successful, imagine that. Being successful or being miserable. Why don't you just build your own box? And don't be defined by other people's boxes, or other people's views, or what you should do. People will tend to want to stop people from achieving what they want to achieve. Don't listen to them. When I first thought of the idea of doing personal training, someone in my family says, oh, no one's going to pay $30 for a personal trainer in Brisbane. I said, you're right, that's one charging $50. Within 6 months of that conversation, I was training 40 people a week at $50 a session, earning $2,000 a week back in 1988. Because I chose not to believe someone else's opinion who hasn't done what I want to do. Have they done what you want to do? If they haven't, don't even listen. If they've had a go and they failed, don't listen because they failed. And the main reason why they failed is because they quit. There are many people who have succeeded. They're the people you have to seek. The ones that you need to surround yourself with, because they will raise you to the top of your game. So there's four things that will help you succeed in whatever you want to succeed in, however way you want to measure success. And success has to be merited in your own way. Not financially, that's just one. It may not even be important. There might be many other aspects of how you're going to measure it. Number one, you have to do what you love. This is what these people are doing. If you're not doing what you love, stop doing it. Because if you do what you love, you'll love your life. You love you and you'll love your life. If you don't, you won't. You'll slowly deteriorate your spirit over time. Number two, you have to live your life according to your values. Because if you live according to your values, the things that make you happy, then you're going to have a happy life. And your values could be your career, could be success, could be money, could be family, could be contribution, could be charity, all sorts of things. Make sure they're all served. Number three, follow your moral compass. I mean, do the right thing. Be truthful. Live with integrity. So do what you love. That will give you a loving life. 2, live according to your values. That will make you happy. 3, follow your moral compass. That will give you a truthful life full of integrity. You will be transparent, nothing to hide. Number 4, never, ever, ever, ever give up. Because the only time you fail is when you quit. And if you quit, you live the rest of your life as a quitter. If you never give up, you will succeed in love, happiness, integrity, and you'll succeed in all the measurable ways. If you do that, the world will be your oyster. After being through a journey with these magnificent graduates, making them jump hurdles, to identify their values, going through their virtues, working on what they love, this is the journey they're about or have already started. I'm 53 and I can't wait for the next 53. Because if I can apply all the great stuff, love, happiness, lessons, successes from my first 53 years, and apply that into my 54th year, imagine what this year's going to be like. Only if you are doing what you love. Congratulations for the start, or the continuation of your journey. Thank you so much for supporting these people. Because unfortunately in this world there's lots of people who want to stop these people from succeeding. Whatever the intention. Whether it be a good intent or a bad intent. But you have to let them free and live their life according to how they want to live and support them. No matter how crazy the idea sounds, by charging for personal training when it didn't exist. Every business, every journey I started wasn't there when I started. If I listened to the people around me, I never would have been doing it. I'll probably be a miserable programmer or a sick doctor. Thank you.